6:35, and this morning we're looking ahead to the transition of power at Providence City Hall. Mayor-elect Jorge Elorza will be taking the oath of office on Monday, and he has a weekend full of events lined up, including a day of community service Saturday and an inaugural celebration at the Providence Children's Museum on Sunday. And we're very happy to have the mayor-elect live in our studio this morning. Good morning to you. Happy New Year.
Good morning. Happy New Year to you.
All right, we're excited to, I'm sure you're excited to hit the ground running on Monday. But before that, let's talk a little bit about the weekend events that you have planned.
Right. So tomorrow, Saturday, we're starting off with a food drive. You know, we can't forget what this is all about. And there are many people in our community that are struggling, and everything we can do, it adds up, makes a difference. So from 10 to 2, we're going to be at supermarkets and at libraries throughout the city collecting non-perishable foods. So please bring non-perishable foods from 10 to 2 to different spots. All of the information is on transitionpvd.com, transitionpvd.com.
Okay.
So that's Saturday, and that's great. And then, again, we can't forget why we do this. On Sunday, from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock, we're going to be at the Children's Museum. And all Providence residents, it's free admission. We're going to have a great time with different arts organizations and youth organizations. And so we hope to have as many children and youth out there to celebrate with them as well. All
right. And you take the oath of office on Monday, which is going to be exciting. And all along when you were running this campaign, you were talking about the things that you wanted to do.
Right.
But once you get in to the City Hall next week, what is going to be your first order of business as mayor?
There's so much to do, and we've been spending the past couple of weeks or a few weeks going through every department and meeting with the department heads. But the priority right now is we have to turn the economy around. We have to bring jobs back to the city and get people to work. Also, we have to improve our schools, and we need a city that just works. We pay so much in taxes. People deserve a city government that works for them. And so we're going to focus on those key areas, but there's so much. 2 initiatives that you should keep your eye on that are going to be big themes throughout my administration. First is sports and recreation. It's very important to me, and I know it's very important to people throughout the city. I run every Sunday morning at 9 o'clock in the morning, so this Sunday people can join me. Everyone is welcome. We meet at the museum at Roger Williams Park, 9 a.m. And the second big initiative and theme are the arts and culture. You know, we punch way above our weight on arts and culture. We have to promote it as much as possible.
One of the things you have to tackle, though, is the projected budget deficit. I mean, there's a wide range of expectations about what that number actually is. But what are some of your specific plans to close the gap?
Yeah, there's so much that we need to do. You know, first order of business is we have to sit down with the city council and we have to figure out, well, how can we work together and being fiscally responsible. The truth is, Danielle, that no city has ever cut its way to greatness. So we understand we have to be very responsible in what we do, but we can't let that stop us from being creative and leveraging the resources that we have to make this a great city and place that it should be.
Quickly, what excites you about this job? What scares you about this job?
Well, I mean, there's so much that excites me about the job, but at the end of the day, what it comes down to is you can touch people's lives in such a positive way through the mayor's office. So that's exciting, and you can make a big difference. What scares me, in all honesty, are these snowstorms.
Well, so far you've been lucky, or you haven't taken the job yet, but we've had a mild winter so far.
But I have my fingers crossed. I'm praying for no snow.
You watch. First week, we're going to have a blockbuster. We'll have TJ watch that for us. Before we let you go, though, let's touch on a little bit of a serious note with the crime rate. Certainly, we saw an increase in homicides over the past year, 2014. Right. Starting off the new year, so far quiet in Providence, but what are your plans to try to get those numbers down to make people feel safer in the capital city?
With public safety, it all comes down to the relationships between the police and the community. So that means a lot of things. A commitment, a true commitment to community policing. Also, doing what we can to incentivize police officers to live in the community. It makes such a big difference if they live in Providence. And then the last thing is we need more diversity in the police force. We need more women and we need more minorities so that it reflects the community that it serves. But it comes down to the relationships between the community and the police, and that's going to be the laser focus.
All right, you seem like you're ready to go. Mayor-elect Jorge Elorza, we thank you for joining us, and we want to let our viewers know that, of course, we will be on top of all of the action over the weekend, that Mayor-elect Elorza discuss all of the events planned. And for more on the transition of power at Providence City Hall, stay with us. We'll have full reports Monday, both on air and online at WPRI.com.